since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm wanting.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had it bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Man.
Here's Stafford. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stafford now to throw. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Stafford. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Badgley able to knock this one through, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets him the lead here in the third, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Looking to throw, Penix.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
To the air, Penix.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Caught by Montgomery. Running right through it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
To throw is Stafford. His throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They snap it to Stafford.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Stafford.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stafford now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Stafford. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
George Pickens
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So now the Jags down 10-7, a minute 12 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And now a run with Rodriguez.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
He'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
I just tied up.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't playing for that, man. Might have to stream it. Not right now, I'm like.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Now Stafford.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Nice.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That was
133 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Here's Rodriguez.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And this will be touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Different digs. Let's go. Stephon Diggs, way.
Like damn, why I get a like yarn, I'ma drop
Oh man,
like why, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf for the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like go. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he 20, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9.
championship. I'm going against Patriots.
Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Jaguars offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
They'll run it. It's Rodriguez. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Yeah.
And he's got it. And he will
Scored 6 like a touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Jaguars.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to...
And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught.
Ooh.
And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
Bro.
Past midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Young. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A throw on the run is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Jags offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A run here with Rodriguez. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You're beating me, bro.
So, points at a premium. Third down and 9. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
Let's go.
And that one is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 15-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. From the gun, it's Young.
Do that.
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yeah, that's the 82.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Down
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Here's Rodriguez. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Chris Rodriguez. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by
Oh, no way.
And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Pick 6, baby.
So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Sauce Gardner. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Jaguars add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where, put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnover...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down. Milan, darling, Milan. That, to the, say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Tokyo, Honda drip.
You're a bad check.
Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, Q. Let's go, I'ma get.
code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on the make it. Buy your trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911. Slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Sound of my polo pajamas. Face getting ran, gotta watch for the camera. Before you get freaky, came with no random. The sneaky and police come action. They
that's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? So you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. That's what Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter. Seeing heaven on earth. No, I could have been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang, gang, gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that.
Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this one is hauled in. What a grab. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute.
And he's in. Chris Rodriguez. Touchdown, Jaguars. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A safe kick taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him...
Oh, he pumps up the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Here's Watson now on second down. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Allen in motion. Throwing on third down. Watson into space at the 45. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. After the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So, points. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. To the ground, a first down run. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Here's Penix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Robinson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and... Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, there's really 2 schools of thought, Mike. You have yourself the lead in the 4th quarter, and a lot of people just say, let's sit on it, let's play smart. Just don't give anything to the opposing team to let themselves back in the game. Well, that's exactly what they almost did here. They put the ball in the air, tried to remain aggressive, and they're lucky it didn't come back to bite them.
And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
I think that was McCaffrey, too.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys come.
And this is gonna be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Jaguars mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They put Wilson in motion. To throw on second down is Watson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They snap it to Watson. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he...
It's highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here being the flight attendant. Yeah, I've been around the world and
Game 30K.
Gold diggers, want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide. I just pull up with a few.
We can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. And having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone.
Come on.
Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case I get out of pot. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for death.
scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Fights him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go play action here with Penix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jalen Tolbert
from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 26. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Wiggles free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
They'll run here with Rodriguez.
He gets away from 1. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez. And they'll get him down after a pickup of it. 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Mexico City. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
They are going for it. Penix.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Shifts by him, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Chris Rodriguez.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jags have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Singletary loses it. Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
There he goes, left side.
Touchdown,
Indianapolis. David Njoku. 73 yards.
And the Colts are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 40 yards.
And the Jaguars have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Rodriguez. And he will get it into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Minshew sets to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's forced out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. All smiles and high fives on the defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 9. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw Penix.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard.
Let's go. GG's chat.